think that's better. I think we're gonna be okay. All right. Okay, I think everybody can see. This is what happens when I move stuff around all the time, but I think we're in a good place. So we'll wait a couple more minutes and then we'll get started. So today's class is Vinyasa, and we'll kind of roll through a nice flow-based class. I've got a little challenge for us and some release for the upper back and shoulders, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So grab your mat, grab a towel. Maybe grab a block just in case. Always, if you don't have a block, a pillow or a rolled up towel is gonna work just fine. Even your water bottle can be a nice little stand for you if you ever need it too. Don't forget about that. Yeah, and we'll dive in just another minute or so. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So awesome. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. We're actually going to start standing today, so maybe a little different than your normal, but it'll be good. So just take a moment to stand up nice and tall, relax your shoulders. You can roll them back a couple of times, and if it feels comfortable to you in a standing position, you can close your eyes. And just take a few moments to kind of settle in. Notice your body, notice your breath. You might even start to notice your body sway, sway like forward or back. And just let it do its normal. If it doesn't sway, no big deal. If it does, let it happen. And then give yourself a little bit of attention. So notice the soles of your feet, the distribution of weight, how it feels. Slowly take your ankles and then follow it up your shins, calf muscles, and into your knees. Just slow. Kind of guide yourself up your body. You don't have to linger anywhere for super long. Just as you gently scan, what do you notice? Is there a little twinge there in the low back, or maybe a little sensation in the left side of the neck? Maybe, so you just keep moving along. Keep scanning up through shoulders, into the neck, scalp. Maybe even notice how your mind feels today. And then with your eyes open or closed, take a nice big breath in. And on your exhale, release your chin towards your chest. Roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Take it across your body over left ear to left shoulder. And just take a few head circles to the right. We'll do one more off to the right, and then we'll switch. And then take your head circles off towards the left. So left ear to left shoulder. There's a little bit of tension as you come along the backside. So do your best not to just let your head drop all the way back as you roll across. That little bit of tension will just keep the neck and cervical vertebra safe. Neck most certainly made to go backwards. You always just want to move mindfully the same way you would in a backward bend, not want to kind of move from side to side a whole bunch, especially if it wasn't supported or engaged on the front side of the body. So the same kind of methodology applies. A couple more if you need it. And then we'll meet back in center. So stand up nice and tall. You can relax your shoulders down. And we'll just start by shrugging the shoulders. So roll your shoulders towards the back of your mat, just up towards your ears and back. And you can make this as big or as small as feels good. Really do your best to get your shoulders up high so you kind of create this little compression up in the neck, right at the base of the head, and you get lots of blood flow there. It just starts to bring attention, right? Blood flow means oxygen, vitality, and then take those shrugs to the front. The same kind of thing, squeeze up and roll to the front. And again, bigger or smaller with the arms, you can make it really big or a little tiny movements. Good, just a couple more. All right, and then let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, interlace your grip, press your palms towards the ceiling, breathe in. And on your exhale, side them towards the right. So let your hips slide off towards the left, press your palms out towards the right, and slide your right shoulder forward. Inhale, a nice big center, stay for an exhale. Again, breathe in, lift up. As you exhale, over to the left. So let your hips slide off towards the right, stretch, press your palms out towards the left. Inhale yourself through center, and exhale, release your hands. Interlace your grip behind your back, breathe in, chest up. As you slowly work your hands off your hips. Could be a little, might be a lot. It's all gonna be different for everyone. And then take your knuckles and the grip of your hand over towards the left. So it's on the outside of the left hip. Close the gap so you can press your palms together, and then pull your left elbow back. And release your left ear to your left shoulder. So you get this nice achy stretch down the right side of your body. And so you're using the strength of your grip to kind of work the right arm behind your back as much as you can. Again, work to squeeze your elbow in, find that long achy stretch. You can always make this more intense or less intense as you need or want. And then inhale nice and slow, come back through center, let your head come up first. Switch the grip off towards the right this time. Same kind of thing, really work your left arm behind your back. Press your palms together, squeeze your right elbow back, and let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. And just stay with your breath. Take your time. Nice and slow, come back through center. Gently release your grip. Inhale, lift your chest, and as you exhale, lift your hands off your hips. Take one more inhale, chest up. As you exhale, bend your knees and slowly fold forward over your legs. So let your hands come off your hips as far as they go, then fall forward. Release your head, neck, and shoulders. You can take a couple of nods, yes and no. And then always those last few, make sure you end on your yes. If you want more intensity, rock your body's weight forward. A little less intensity, draw your body's weight towards your heels, soften up the bend in your knees. Send your focus where you need it. You can keep your hands interlaced behind your back, working to open up your shoulders. Or if you ever need a release from this, take your time, release it. You can let your arms just dangle or maybe grab for opposite elbows. As always, more intensity or less intensity, just choose to show up and pay attention to your body, how it feels for you. It's very normal for it to look a little different in everyone's body. If you have a grip, just take a moment to release it and inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right hand in front of your two big toes. You can tent into the fingers or plant your palm, bend your right knee, and inhale, sweep your left arm to the ceiling. Reach all the way up and look up and start to roll your left wrist. So wiggle through your fingers a little bit. You can make a fist, whatever feels good, but just find some movement through your wrist. Just blood flow and love. All right, inhale, reach high. Exhale, take your left hand behind your back. Maybe find your right hip crease and pull your left shoulder back. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, unwind, reach your left arm high. Exhale, release your left hand, bend your left knee, plant your left palm. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Look all the way towards the ceiling, start to roll your right wrist. Shift your body's weight over towards the right. One more inhale. And exhale. Take your right hand behind your back. This time maybe a half bind in your left hip crease. Pull your right shoulder back. A little twist. All right, just look for your sweet spot. It doesn't have to be overly sensational. Sometimes subtle sensation is super magical. Inhale, unwind, reach high. And exhale, release your right hand. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms and step through a plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrist, push the floor away, get nice and strong. Open up your feet about hip width distance, spread your fingertips wide. Push your left palm really firmly into the floor, and if you want it, pick up your right hand, bring it to the center of your chest. You're in a straight plank, or you take the right hand to the center of your chest for a little hold, here for 3, 2, and release your right hand to the floor. Take a moment, inhale, switch off to the left if you want it, right? Otherwise, you just hold your plank. Big steady breath, push the floor away, keep a soft bend in the right elbow, hold your abs in nice and strong, focus on your breath, 3, 2, and release. Take another inhale, and exhale, press back to down dog. Push your hips back. Spread your fingertips wide. So making you work a little bit, right? Forcing your body to turn on, fire up, and ignite within you. Inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. As you exhale, plant your palm and lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So let your hips sink forward, reach your arms nice and high, breathe in. And exhale, release your hands, plant your palms, frame your foot, tuck your left toes, step back into your downward facing dog. Same thing on your left, right away, left foot steps forward in between your hands. If you need to move it or wiggle it, grab from underneath the calf muscle, wiggle it up there, lower your right knee to the floor. On your inhale, reach up, low lunge. Let your hips sink low, reach to your fingertips. Find some space in the front side of your body. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes, step back into your down dog. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, press forward to find plank. Nice and strong, push the floor away. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, lift your right foot off the floor. A little hold. It's totally optional. You can hold your plank right where it's at. Otherwise, 3, 2, and release the right foot to the floor. Breathe in, reset. Go for the left. Left leg lifts. Push the floor away. Hold. Find your focus. Find your breath. Add more or dial back. You can always be on your knees in your plank as well. 3, 2, and release. Down dog. Push your hips back and up. One more time through your low lunge. Right foot steps forward in between your hands. Lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Hips low, arms high. Breathe in. Really stretch, but use your exhale. Stay a little longer. Let your hips sink lower. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your palms. Tuck your toes. Step into your down dog. Last one on the left. Left foot steps forward in between your hands. Lower your right knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Let your hips sink low. Reach your arms high. So you get really light through your chest, right? Like you're lifting your ribs off your hips, but then heavy through your hips. So let your hips sink low. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes, step back down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, press forward. Find your plank. Push the floor away, nice and strong. Push in. Right hand to the center of your chest, just for 3, right away. 2. Right hand comes back down, inhale. Exhale, left foot lifts, lift 3, 2. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, release it to the floor. Take it to the left. Left hand to the center of your chest. Hold, 3, 2. Plant your left palm, inhale. Exhale, right foot up, hold, 3, 2. Inhale, and exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower your knees, tabletop. Stack your hips right over the tops of your knees and slowly start to walk your hands forward out in front of you, puppy pose. Slide your hands forward, let your chest sink down. Look forward, so you bring your chin forward or your forehead relaxes to the floor. So take more or less here as you like. Make sure there's a little bit of pressure in your palms and do your best to find a little bit of relaxation. Just releasing a little bit of tension from your upper back and shoulders. A couple more breaths. Just a little love after those planks. Okay, nice and slow. Let's back it out. Plant your palms. Push the floor away. Gently walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a nice big breath in. And stretch your right leg long. Now push the floor away. Get nice and long and tall. And lift your left arm up. Right leg up, left arm up. So stretch and reach through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, goal post your left elbow. Take your right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Squeeze in close. Inhale, reach from front to back. Exhale, squeeze. So goal post the left elbow. Right knee comes towards the outside of the right elbow. Inhale, front to back. Exhale, squeeze in. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, strong squeeze. 2 more. Inhale, get long. Exhale, compress. Last one, inhale. Exhale, squeeze in and then hold. Just like you would close a book, elbow to midline, knee to midline. Open out to the side. Squeeze in. Exhale, open. Yep, here we go. Open, slowly close. 2 more. Open, slowly close. Last one, open for a hold. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently press back to the floor. Okay, tabletop position. One more time. Stretch. Left leg long. Press it out. Right arm reaches. Big breath. Get long. Soften up the bend through your left elbow. Exhale. Goal post your right elbow, and then take left knee to the outside of your left elbow. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, squeeze in. Yeah, reach. Good, and just start to notice the difference between the right and the left. It's super normal that they're gonna be a little bit different. Squeeze in, lengthen. 2 more. Squeeze, and then reach. Last one, squeeze. Now bring it to midline. Just elbow stacks underneath your shoulder, knee stacks back underneath the hip with a hover. Open, squeeze in. Open, squeeze in. Really control that descent back to midline. Lift, control, lift. 2 more. Last one, lift for a hold. Big breaths. Here we hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Press back to a child's pose. Take a breath. Reset. Big breath in. Big breath out. And inhale. Press forward, tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes. Press your hips back and up to down dog. Look forward to the top of your mat. Take a walk to the top. Look forward and lengthen. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Big breath in. And exhale, release your arms through center or by your side. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward from your waist. Listen up. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back, runner's lunge. Get long, stretch through the top of your head. Find as much length as you can. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant your palm, step your left foot back. Find a plank. Push the floor away. Get strong. Inhale, big breath. Listen up. Exhale, option to lower your knees. We come down halfway. Or keep your knees off the mat, chaturanga. Straight back up to your plank. Step your right foot forward, runner's lunge. Stretch to the top of your head, high on your left toes. Breathe in. Exhale, step forward and forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, sweep, reach, rise, stand tall. And exhale, release your arms, stand tall. Inhale, sweep up. Arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward from your waist. We're going to take it to the left side. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, left foot steps back, runner's lunge. Lengthen through the top of your head. Get strong. You can tent up into the fingertips. Plant your palms. Inhale. Exhale, step back, right foot. Big breath at the top. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Knees are always an option. Push the floor away. And left foot steps forward, runner's lunge. Take another inhale. And exhale. Step forward, forward fold. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, sweep, reach, rise, stand tall. And exhale, release your arms. One more each side. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, reach high. Exhale, fold forward from your waist. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, right foot steps back, runner's lunge. Get nice and strong, stretch to the top of your head, breathe in. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, left foot, high plank. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Push the floor away, find your plank. Right foot steps forward, runner's lunge. Get nice and long, take your time. If you have to wiggle the foot up there or make adjustments, know that's totally normal. We have all had to do that at one point or another as our body changes. Inhale, big breath, or maybe multiple times throughout your yoga journey. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, big breath. And exhale, let it go. One more, left side, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot steps back, runner's lunge, get long. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, plant your palms, right foot steps back, high plank. Inhale, fill up at the top of your plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Push straight back up into your plank and step your left foot forward, runner's lunge. Find that little bit of space on the top of your right hip, opening up your hip flexors a little bit. You may even feel that stretch through the back of your body. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, sweep, reach, rise, stand tall. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Little traditional sun A. Here we are. Exhale, fold forward. Let it go. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step through. Halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, take your choice. And exhale, pull back to find down dog. Big breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high, split dog. Exhale, step in between your hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your shoulders. See if you can tap your right eyebrow to your right knee. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, sweep up, high crescent. Big breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms front to back, relax your shoulders. Sink your hips nice and low, breathe in. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant your palms, and a vinyasa, rinse it out. So you can always hold your plank, add your up dog or cobra, and then down dog. Let's go for the left. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step in between your hands, runner's lunge, breathe in, look forward. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your shoulders, forehead to knee. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, rise up, high crescent, stretch up. Reach through your fingertips, inhale, big breath. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms front to back, get long, inhale. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow, vinyasa. Elbows in nice and close. Up dog or cobra. Exhale as you pull back to down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high, split dog. Exhale, step in between your hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward again. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, reset. Stay for that exhale. Inhale, sweep up to high crescent, reach up, stretch and reach through your fingertips, square your hips, square your shoulders. Take another inhale, stretch high. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms, relax your shoulders, sink your hips nice and low, find your breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, extended side angle. So you can go forearm to thigh, hand can reach up and over, or you can take your hand to the inside or outside and reach and stretch through your left fingertips. So take your choice, more or less here, but really reach to open up as much space as you can on the left side of your body. Press down through your left pinky toe, find your breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow, vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Exhale as you send it back, down dog. Left side, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step in between your hands, runner's lunge, get long. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, tuck and round, forehead to knee. Inhale, reach up, sweep up, high crescent. Stretch and reach through your fingertips, square your hips, square your shoulders. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, warrior two, back heel spins down, open your arms front to back, relax your shoulders, get your hips nice and low, big breath. Exhale to extended side angle. Again, forearm can come to your thigh, hand can come to the inside or outside. Stretch and reach through your fingertips. So really creating some nice compression in your hip, little tourniquet style effect. Reach through your fingertips, roll your right shoulder back, right hip forward. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow, vinyasa. Elbows in, up dog or cobra. Send it back to your down dog. Big breath, reset. Big breath, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high, split dog. Exhale, step in between your hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, tuck and round, forehead to knee. Inhale, look forward, reset, sweep up, high crescent. Stretch and reach through your fingertips, big breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms, stay for an inhale. Exhale to extended side angle, option is yours. Palm flat, inside, outside. Maybe forearm to the thigh, reach through your left fingertips. Stretch all the way through. See if you can slide your left hip a little bit forward. Keep your right knee in line with your right hip. And inhale all the way back up, warrior two. Stay with it. Big breath in. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Sweep your right hand over your head. Big opening on the right side of your body. Really reach. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow, vinyasa. Always know you can skip vinyasa, or maybe add on a couple if you need it. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through, runner's lunge. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, reset, sweep up, high crescent. Stretch through your fingertips, square your hips and shoulders. Take a breath. Exhale, open to warrior two. Back heel spins down. Be really particular about how you move. How you move creates everything. Open up through your fingertips, big breath. Exhale, extended side angle. Again, forearm to thigh, big reach, lift out of the shoulder or take it low. Stretch and reach to your right fingertips, roll your right shoulder and rib cage back. Let your right hip sink forward a little bit. The space that you create on the outsides of your hips, super, super important for opening up and releasing tension through your whole body. You can feel that stretch all the way up into your lats. Inhale, back, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Hand can sweep behind your back, but it can also slide down your leg. Gaze can go up or down. Stay low in your lunge. And inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow, vinyasa. Big squeeze, up dog or cobra. Exhale as you pull back to down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to your right leg high. Exhale, step in between your hands, look forward and lengthen, inhale. Exhale, tuck and round, squeeze tight. Inhale, look forward, reset, sweep up, high crescent. Square your hips and shoulders, take a breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Windmill your arms, stretch and reach through your fingertips, big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, sink it low. Plant your palm, take your option, reach and stretch through your fingertips, get really strong. Inhale, unwind, back it out. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior, sweep your right hand overhead. Bend deeply into your right knee. Hand can sweep behind your back, slide down your leg, take your choice. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill your arms, plant and flow, vinyasa. Elbows in, up dog or cobra. Send it on back. We finish it off here on the left. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, look forward, reset, sweep up to high crescent, reach high. Big exhale, open up, warrior two, back heel spins down, open your arms, sink your hips slow. Take a breath in. Exhale, take your extended side angle. Find that best, most delicious stretch that you can find. Create space in your body, let it feel good. Linger there as your body starts to rush blood and oxygen. Think about your body turning on, creating between your mind and your body. Inhale, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Find your one pointed focus, find your breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow, vinyasa. As you link your breath with your movement, creating this mind-to-body connection, creating not only the ability to be able to move, which is great, and keep your body safe, but you're also working to create neuroplasticity in the brain, meaning your brain is getting smarter and stronger as you do this practice. It's incredible. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step halfway in between your hands and your feet. Spin your left heel down. Take an inhale, look forward, lengthen. Backside foot is about a 45. Stretch forward, get as long as you can. Exhale, fold over your right leg, pyramid. So you can take a little longer stance or a little shorter. About 3-ish feet is usually about right. Might be a little more, might be a little less, depending on how long your legs are, though. So play with that a little. So if you can start to notice your hips, right? Again, creating this kind of understanding of where your body's at in space without necessarily having to look at it get long. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rock forward into your right leg. Gently release your left knee to the floor. So you're in a stacked lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, reach up. Stay for that exhale. Take another inhale, reach high. On your exhale, start to backward bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, tuck your chin around your shoulders, touch your forehead to your knee. Again, inhale, come up through center, stacked lunge. Exhale, go for a backward bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, come up. Exhale, backward bend. Last one. Inhale through center. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale all the way up, come back through center. And exhale, release your arms. Place your hands on your hips. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a psoas stretch. It's one of my favorites. It's so subtly awesome. So with your hands on your hips, make sure knee over heel, hip about over the top of your knee. You'll breathe in, stretch up. On your exhale, you'll squeeze your glutes a little bit forward towards the top of your mat. And then you tuck your chin around your shoulders and kind of push and round the front side of the body. So you get this nice little stretch. So you might start to feel it run down the front of the leg. It may be a little sensational in the low back. And really make sure that here in this position, let me back out for a second, that here in this position that you keep your breath really calm, because the breath being calm really communicates to the body this sense of relaxation. And since the psoas is so connected to our emotional body as well, if our breath starts to get like choppy or out of control, it sends signals to the body that we're in like a dangerous position. So the more that you can be comfortable in your breath, the more your body will start to release and relax. So we'll stay here for 3 more. 3, 2, and then last full breath in and out. And then nice and slow, peel your gently release back out. Sweep your arms overhead, take your time. And as you exhale, you'll just take your hands on the inside of your right leg. Toe your right foot off towards the right, and then step it far forward out in front of you for a lizard style lunge. Hands come underneath your shoulders. You can adjust the right foot however you need, meaning it can come a little more forward or a little more back. Just make sure that the knee is always behind your toes. Toes are out in front. And if the knee is a little sensitive, then rule of thumb is to keep the foot flat. If the knee is feeling fine, then you can peel the arch open. Right, your definition of good is different for everyone. So I always like to err on the side of caution with the knees. Be nice to them. Always had a teacher that would say, you can mess with the gods, but you can't mess with your knees. Take that to heart. So you can stay here. You can come down to your forearms if you want a little more. You might want to press out and twist. A little more, a little less. Just take your time. You may from here want to add a quad stretch, and so you bend at the knee, grab on. Good, nice and slow. Back your way out. Plant your palms back underneath your shoulders if they're not already there. Push your hips back to stack over your knee. Right hand comes on the outside of the right leg, heel, toe back through center. So you're working to bring your right heel back in line with your right hip, hip and knee in line on the left. So you can stay right here and fold forward for half splits. If you have that block pillow or towel, you can place it underneath your knee if you need a little bit of height. So you can fold yourself forward. That'll just get the ground a little closer. That can be very, very handy. From wherever you're at, go as deep as you can. So allow yourself to fold forward. Make sure you keep your hips stacked over the top of your knee for now, and a little flex of your toes back towards your face. This flexing of the foot back towards your face will start to intensify the stretch all along your hamstrings, calf muscles, and quite honestly through the back side of your body. If you want a little bit less, you can relax that flex and just kind of let the foot hang. And then sometimes it's nice to kind of play with both. Intensity might get really strong, and so you want to dial back. That's fine. The intensity might get a little too less, and so then you throttle it up. So take what you need. A couple more breaths here. And then if you want even more than that, we're going to set up for some full splits. So again, you can stay here, or if you want to go a little deeper, work your right heel forward. Just wiggle it forward as far as it goes. And then you might start with the left leg back. Right heel forward, left leg back. Forward, back, till you find your sweet spot. And then take a moment. Work to square your hips to the front of your mat, shoulders stack on top. And come back to your breath. So it's like you're on railroad tracks. They're just going in opposite directions. So notice if you really slide off to the side, or the foot slides off to the side and your knee is like kind of cocking off to the opposite side of the room. Work to get your knee to be down towards the floor and the top of your foot in line with your hip. So that might bring you up a little higher than maybe you'd like. It's okay. The stretch is going to be incredible. It's so good. You're just working with your depth. Not everyone will do the splits one day. Not everyone will be able to touch their toes. Not everyone. It's okay. What everyone can do is their best and create the most space in your body now with whatever you got. And that's kind of encouraging because so often we see shapes that are beautiful. Can't deny that. But not always accessible for everyone. And also, you know, there's context. How long have they been doing those things? Good, take it slow, back it out. You can step into a down dog. There's not always a graceful way out of that, so take your time. Vinyasa, or just stay in your down dog. Let's go for that same thing on the left. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step halfway in between your hands and your feet. Spin your right heel to the mat. Right foot at a 45-degree angle. Look forward. See if you can start to square your hips and your shoulders. Just notice what you notice. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your left shin. Find some space. So you can notice your hamstrings, calf muscle, maybe your left hip a little bit. So you can kind of sink into that aching sensation that can happen on the backside of your body. Releasing a little bit of tension. Keep your breath calm. All right, let's move into that stacked lunge. Inhale, look forward, shift forward into your left foot. Gently release your right knee to the floor. Set up for your stacked lunge. Knee over heel, hip over knee. Inhale, hands together, rise up. Stay for your exhale. We'll set up for a backward bend. So breathe in, lift your chest. On your exhale, take yourself back as far back as you got. Inhale back through center. Exhale, tuck in around, forehead to knee. Inhale, slow, back through center. Stretch all, and as you exhale, start to take yourself back. Use your inhale to pull yourself up, and your exhale to round yourself forward. Couple more. Inhale back through center. Exhale, stay tall, back bend. Big breath in as you come through center. Use your exhale as you tuck in around. We'll do 2 more. Last one, inhale through center. Exhale to your final backward bend, give it your best. Big breath in to come through center, finish it off, forehead to knee. And as you inhale, come back through center, and exhale, release your hands back to your hips. So again, setting up for that psoas stretch, hands on your hips, stack up, knee over heel, knee over heel, hip over knee, and then stretch up really tall. Exhale, squeeze your glutes a little bit forward, and then tuck your chin around your shoulders. So you get that like throat choke sensation, makes you kind of squeaky. Roll with it. And then right away back to that really calm breath, as calm as you can. Keep working to squeeze your glutes a little bit forward, round your shoulders, and find that achy stretch, maybe front and back. Just a few more breaths. Okay, nice and slow. Let's take our time. Take your time backing out. No rush. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, release your hands inside your left leg. Heel toe off towards the left, and then set up for your lizard lunge on this side. Same thing, toes out in front of the left knee. Add more, come down to the forearms. Add a quad stretch. Take more, take less. Really dive as deep as you like. Find a little bit of space. I really love that psoas stretch for so many reasons. It looks like you're not doing very much at all, and then all of a sudden it's like really gets into those kind of nitty-gritty spaces that can sometimes be really challenging to get to. Again, if your knee is feeling happy and healthy, you can peel the inner arch of the foot open if it needs a little bit of support today. As always, we want to respect that edge. Add more, add less, take your time. Really getting into some of those kind of sticky spots in the body today. You can grab on and add a quad stretch. Ooh. Good, nice and slow. Release your foot if you took it. Take your time, back your way out. Plant your palms back underneath your shoulders. Push your hips back so they stack over the top of your knee. Heel toe your left foot back through center in line with your left hip. And square your right knee in line with your right hip. Stretch forward, get long. Again, use your block or your water bottle for a little bit of height. Fold forward over your left. Just looking for your fullest expression of stretch. Sometimes little micro movements of a hip forward or back can sometimes be your body's like sneaky way of trying to minimize sensation. And so see if you can start to play with that. Notice if something kind of shifts off to one side. Can you bring it back around and really work to even it out? See if you can find those kind of maybe hidden sensations and start to let your body unfold that way. You can stay here, or you can start to work on your splits on this side. So slowly left heel comes forward, right foot slides back. Take your time till you find your sweet spot and settle back in. So it's really normal that one side is a little maybe tighter or looser than the other. This side is my tighter side. And it's okay. So just stay wherever you feel like you can breathe comfortably and hold on. Really take the time. Square your hips, square your shoulders, focus on your breath. As always, really calm, slow, mindful breaths. Just a few more breaths here. And then nice and slow, let's take our time backing out. Plant your palms back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Vinyasa as you down dog, maybe pedal a couple. Nice big breath in and a big breath out. All that space that you can create through the front sides of your hips and your hamstrings will help to release some tension in your low back, make it a little easier to just do the normal. So inhale, press yourself forward, find your plank. Exhale, we'll make it to the belly, nice and controlled. Option to lower your knee or two, come down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way to the floor. Open up your feet and slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Plant your palms and a little bit puff your chest forward. So slide your elbows back, lift your chest. So in a kind of Sphinx position, but from here I want you to engage the front side of your abdominal. So that little area underneath your belly button to kind of tighten that up a little bit and lift out of your shoulders. So actively push the floor away from you. And then plant your palms on the floor. Keep that little bit of activation in your low abs and push the floor away. Good, keep your chest lifted. Push down through the tops of your feet. Little engagement through your abdominals. Push the floor away, nice and strong. 2, and gently release all the way to the floor. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, zip your legs together. Take an inhale, peel your chest off the mat, find cobra. Push down from your belly button to the tops of your feet, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your elbows in, lift your chest, look up. Inhale, big breath, and exhale, release down. Plant your palms by your rib cage, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, pull back to your down dog. Here we go, inhale, come forward, find your plank. Exhale, controlled descent all the way to your belly, take your time, knees are always there. Inhale, reach your arms forward out in front of you. Straighten out your legs. Feet can be open about hip width distance. Let's focus on the bottom half of your body. Inhale, lift your legs high. And exhale, release them back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale and lower. And you can keep your upper body all the way to the floor if you want or need. Inhale, legs lift. Exhale, they lower. Let's do 5 more. 5. And release. 4. Control your descent for 3. 2. Last one, lift, hold, breathe. Little pulses of your legs in. So squeeze your glutes, start to engage the back side of your body, build the strength to stabilize. Little pulses in. 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2. Vinyasa, slide your hands by your rib cage. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Again, rock forward, find your plank. Control descent to your belly. Slide your hands forward, reach your legs back. This time, everything's lift. So inhale, arms, head, chest, legs, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, release. 3 more, 3. Lower. 2. Slow. Last one, lift, hold, breathe. Stretch to your fingertips, stretch to your toes. Reach your arms out in front of you, kick and pedal. So stretch and reach, get really long. Little swimmers, keep going. Kick, 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 reach, reach, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, and vinyasa. Hands by your rib cage, up dog or cobra. Send it back to your down dog. Full breath, reset. Big breath, let it go. Inhale, come forward, find your plank. Exhale, control your descent to your belly. Bend your knees, grab for your feet, set up for your bow. Just grab an inch or so below your toes. Start with your knees close together. And then this way, when you kick up, you can get your knees to open up about hip width to shoulder width distance. Take a big breath in, press down through your belly, push into the floor and lift up. So as you exhale, kick back. Kick into your hands, squeeze your glutes, look up, look back. So all the space that you created through your backward bends and stretching out the front side of your body makes it so much more accessible to find postures like bow or any of the deeper backward bends. So kick into your hands, find your breath. Notice the back side of your body turned on and totally strong. Notice the front side of your body open and ready. Kick, kick, and release. Look over your right shoulder and take a breath. Inhale and switch. Look over your left shoulder for a breath. And then nice and slow, back your way out. Bend at your knees. We're going to do it again. This time, flex your feet. Grab for your ankle, thumb down. So your arm from the outside. Start with your knees close again. Keep the tops of your quads on your mat. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, kick straight back. Straight back behind you. So you push down to the tops of your quads. Kick. Start to open up your chest. Look forward. Stay with your breath. Real big opening for the front side shoulders. Breathe into your chest, the front of your shoulders, right? One more inhale. Exhale, release, look right. Inhale and switch, look left. All right, we're gonna do one more. This time, palm forward. You'll take it all the way out to grab to the inside. So your eye of your elbow, that inside of the elbow, points out. This is a nice external rotation. You put your thumb in between your big and your second toe. And again, pull your knees a little closer, as close as they can, right? Shoulder-ish distance is ideal. If it's a little wider, it's okay. You're gonna bring it back together. It'll open up. Take your time. Breathe in, kick back, kick up. So very different front side of the body shoulder stretch. Take your time. Slow and with your breath. If your shoulders tend to be a little snugger like mine, then you might also feel a lot of sensation. And then take your time backing out. Good, really slow. Stay for that moment of stillness. Let the work settle into your body. And on your inhale, switch one more time. And then nice and slow, side up. Plant your palms. Take an inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, big breath. Look forward to the top of your mat. Step, hop, or walk to a seat. Uncross at your feet. Stretch your legs nice and long. Sit up tall. Take an inhale, sweep your arms overhead. On your exhale, fold over your legs. So you can bend your knees a little or straighten them, whatever you need. Fold and grab on. You might grab onto your feet, your toes, your ankles, your calf muscles, but find some space. Stretch from the top of your head. Create as much length as you can. Finding a little stretch and release after your backward bends. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, plant your palms, bend your knees, breathe in. Fingers your heels, exhale, push the floor away, reverse tabletop. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release your hips to the floor, slide your legs out long, stretch up. Inhale, exhale, fold over your legs, let it go. We'll do two more just like that. Inhale. Plant your palms, fingers face forward. Exhale, plant the soles of your feet, press your hips up. You can keep your chin forward or let your head all the way back. Big breath in at the top. Exhale, nice and slow. Release your hips to the floor. Your legs out long. Fold forward over your legs. Last one. Inhale. Back it out. Bend your knees. Press your hips up. Squeeze your glutes. Reverse tabletop. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, release your hips. Stretch your legs long. Inhale, stretch high. And exhale, fold and hang. Stretch from the top of your head. Create some length. Pull your toes towards you. Push your heels forward. Inhale, nice and slow. Back your way out. Bend at your knees. Take another inhale to lift your chest up, and as you exhale, float your feet off the mat. Take a boat. Now lift your chest, spine nice and tall, relax your shoulders, reach your fingertips forward. Taking a moment to find your breath, reestablish a little strength on the front side of your body, and inhale. Stretch your legs long, lower your low back to the mat, push down through your low back. Keep your legs right there, really focus on your breath. Inhale, pull your knees, both of them, into your chest. Give your hips or knees a little squeeze as close as they can get, and exhale, reach and long. Inhale, lift, exhale, stretch and long. Little lift of your hips, keep your shoulders off the mat, squeeze your knees in, pull your knees in towards your nose, so it kind of forces your hips to lift just a little bit, and then stretch your legs back out long. We'll do 4 more. 3, 2, and the last one. Knees into your chest, let your shoulders release. You can rock or sway. A little more, a little less. And then release the soles of your feet to the floor. Take your right foot, place it on top of your left leg, flex your right foot, and pick up your right leg. You can take your right hand inside the figure 4 shape of your right calf muscle and inner thigh. Grab behind your left hamstring and pull your left leg in. Just find that little bit of space. And then nice and slow, release your grip and release the left foot to the floor. Goalpost or tee out your arms. Slide and cross your right foot over your. Pick up your hips, shift them off towards the right, pull your knees into your chest, and let your knees fall off towards the left. Look over your right shoulder. So a little twisted roots right here at the end of your practice. Realigning your spine, resetting cervical to lumbar. And nice and slow, come back through center. Uncross, unwind, realign your hips. Take your left foot, place it on top of your right, figure 4 shape. Left hand goes inside the triangle of your left leg, behind your right hamstring. Right hand meets and then pull in strong. Flex your left toes back towards your knee. Relax your shoulders. Just start to pay attention to the sensation that is created here. The connection that this practice creates between your body and your mind is amazing. So really dive into how it feels to be in your body. Nice and slow. Release your foot to the floor, release your grip. Cross your left foot over the top of your right, goalpost or tee out your arms. Shift your hips off towards your left, knees into your chest. It's the right this time, and look over your left shoulder. Notice the space that's created, right? The difference between this side and the other. Even as you're here, you might remember patterns. Do you always use the right side or the left side for something? Is there something that you can do to switch that up? You never know. Something as simple as stepping back with another foot can help to create balance. The more we pay attention, the more we'll know. And the more we know, the better we do. That's all we're working from here right now anyway, right? Nice and slow, come back through center. Uncross your feet, realign your hips. Pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Squeeze your knees in, squeeze in tight. Take an inhale, and then exhale, release your legs and your arms nice and long. Let it go, relax your shoulders. Let your shoulders go away from your ears, relax your hips. Let your heels fall heavy into your mat. Come back to the length of your breath. And see if for these final few moments of your practice, you can come back to your inhale and your exhale. And see if on your exhale, you can lengthen your exhale a little longer than your inhale. So I really geek out at stuff like the neuroscience behind yoga and all the kind of real science behind this practice. And something that I have learned recently is that that elongated exhale actually helps to slow the heart rate. And what that does is communicate to the vagus nerve and that vagal tension and vagal tone to help slow the body and release natural endorphins and really help to keep your body in prime shape, because that vagus nerve runs through the medulla oblongata, which is in control of so much of our body's vital organs and functions. And so just through the elongation of your exhale, you can literally breed vitality and health back into your body, and that's incredible. So maybe take some time to play with that a little bit. Elongate your exhale if you ever feel like you need it during stressful times or when things are getting challenging, when you're holding a hard pose, these kinds of things, little tools like that can remind you that that work is actually worth it. So thank yourselves for showing up on your mat today, whether it's live or later. It is always my privilege and my pleasure to guide you through practice. If you have questions, requests, let me know. I'm happy to help in whatever way I can. Thank you again and have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.